Hello and welcome back to Room for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is a big glass of water, and the yellow cards are finally on the sim, so I wanted to check out Eustace Captain Kidd, because I love this deck back in the day, and it has been a minute. If you don't know what he does, end of your turn, you can flip a life face up, and then you restand one of your 3/8 supernovas, and give it blocker till the end of your opponent's next turn. Because it gains blocker, can't be negated by Blackbeard, pretty cool. But yeah, this guy is all about defense. He's all about using interesting on-KOs like Basil Hawkins. And you can go a crazy amount of time in this game because you have 8 Borsalinos. We have 4 Borsalinos right here, and we have 4 more Borsalinos that they mistyped the name and they called it Killer. I'll let them off. No, this is a 4/6 Supernova with trigger. If your opponent is 3 or less life, play this card. So it has Kiku trigger, excellent. And your turn on play, so unfortunately it doesn't work with a trigger. Although, to be honest, I'd say that's quite fortunate. She'll be Cancer. If your leader's Kid Pirate, so you're hard locked, you just get to heal for free. You don't have to trash one like Zoro. You don't have to be at a life requisite like Borsalino. And because he is Supernovas, you can then make him a blocker, which is insane. On 9 or 10, you can go Killer Borsalino, heal twice, end up at like 4 lives with 2 blockers. It's ridiculous. This card's good on curve. This card's good at the end of the game, combined with Borsalino or another killer. This card is just always good. And this is genuinely one of the best yellow cards I've ever seen. One of the best cards I've ever seen. And thank God this is lead locked. Can you imagine this in Nami? Yeah, man, I'll trigger Moria, play out Killer, heal. Like, if it didn't have the your turn as well. That'd be the worst shit ever. Anyway, yeah, this killer's brilliant. The other card's pretty good too, though. Captain Kidd. On opponent's attack, once per turn, you can flip the top or bottom card of your life face down, and then redirect that attack to one of your Captain Kidds with 5,000 base power or more. So obviously, if your opponent's swinging 5 or 6, you can redirect into this guy, which both resets your life back to face down, which was a problem this deck sometimes had. Is that there will be situations and scenarios where your opponent would specifically not swing, so that your life was stuck face up, so then you couldn't make a blocker on the following turn. So this Kid being able to just set it back face down, it gets you out of those awkward scenarios. And it's just more anti-aggression, right? Aggro decks, you get so much value by playing like Killer on 4 into Kid on 6. You get out of one swing with the Killer. You potentially get another swing if you make him a blocker. And then the following turn, you can potentially get out of 2 swings for free by making this a blocker and redirecting into it. Excellent. You can also redirect into Leader. If, you know, your opponent swings big into your board and you don't want them to kill your board, you can redirect a Leader. And you can also swing into 8-cost Kid once he's hit the field, which is great. The other new cards, you have a Pooh. He has the same trigger as Samurai Wolf from the Teach deck, except this one's a 2k. You're never playing this on the board, unlike Samurai Wolf, who you do. But yeah, this is a brilliant card to put in life with Law. It's a nice card to just get out of life because you can sometimes get value. And worst case scenario, you can just trigger it to draw 1 and draw something better. The other 2k, the new one, the Cavendish, I'm not as sold on. It's pretty interesting late game to be able to combo again with either Killer or Borsalino, especially Borsalino, because you can play this, make it a blocker, then block with it. Your opponent attacks, you redirect into the Cavendish, block with the Cavendish, if I speak properly, trash 1, get a heal, then you've got out of 2 swings with this card. 4 2 cards out of hand, so that's great. However, I only got it at 2 copies because there's quite a lot of good 2Ks that you can run in this archetype. And this one's only really like it late game. So I've only got him at 2. And the other card, the Bartolome, I've got him at 3. A trash 1 Supernova card, draw 2. It's good extra consistency. Luffy is always better, but this can trash excess bricks, which is quite cool. Later on in the game, I'd potentially prefer this over Luffy because you can play a 1k and then trash. Maybe you've got too many Captain Kidds, or maybe you don't need Black Rope in this matchup. And then you can just potentially draw into some more counter, which is what you're looking for at that point in the game. So all the new cards I do think are worth playing in the deck. But we've got some of the old classics as well. I've got 2 of the Searcher event alongside my Luffy's and Bartholomeo's, just for extra consistency. This image has an error. It only searches characters. This cannot search itself, and it cannot search Black Rope. Bear that in mind. I've got 4-cost Hawkins as an alternate to Killer. It's better in certain scenarios into Nami. I prefer Hawkins because the life trash is really good. Although the stat line on Killer is not to be trifled with. So Hawkins is pretty cool. Hawkins is also pretty cool into RG Luffy. Because that deck hates life trash. Life trash is pretty brutal for them. So being able to trash their life with Hawkins is cool. Got the same old top end you've always sort of had in this Supernova deck. 4 Kid, 3 Law. I find myself playing Kid more often than Law because your early game can be a lot more defensive. So you don't always need the heal from Law, but the Law is still good. It can put Boo in life, which is very, very relevant. And if you do go on odds, it's a really nice play on 7, especially if you're afraid of Raging Tiger. Speaking of Raging Tiger, I'm playing 3 Bonnie 2K. Into those blue decks, this just denies Raging Tiger. Some people will probably prefer Bedge, and Bedge is cool, but Raging Tiger can also hit like your non-Supernova cards, such as your Borsalinos. If you've got a couple of them out, I could maybe get rid of them. I guess it's only this guy now. I had Kiku before, who was another target, but now it is just Borsalino. But yeah, Bonnie can protect Borsalino as well if you want to. And this is a 2K, so it fills multiple roles. You could very easily slot in Bedge though, probably over a Poo, although a Poo is cheaper, which is good. Well, 1 cost is better than 2 cost in terms of it's just easier to fit in alongside the rest of your curve. Other 2Ks, I've got 3 X-Drake. This can be interesting for some starve strategies into, for example, a RG Luffy. If you go second, you can play this on your forward on turn. Just take their swing on 3, play this on 4, then you can start combating their board immediately. And you can enact a pretty interesting starve strategy because you can restand this Drake, right? Your leader effect, you can just restand the Drake. You obviously don't block with him. That would be foolish. But this Drake is pretty useful for starve strategies. So I've got 3 of him. And then 4 of a Poo, because I do think this is the one you're going to want to see coming out of life the most. The trigger's just insane. It can win you games. And it's the one you're going to want to stack with more, if you're going to want to stack anything. So I've got a bit of an interesting split of the 2Ks. Maybe we'll iron this out once we work out which are most important in the meta. For Borsalino, because it's Borsalino, you are always playing this card. It's the best yellow card in the game, by far. And finally, I've got 2 Black Rope, 2 Rygo. Black Rope is searchable off your Luffy, which is cool. It's not searchable off the man who's the most free, but, you know, it is what it is. Into certain matchups, again, GU Luffy, this can remove Buggy Priz. Into Nami, this can potentially remove like 2 Borsalinos, which is pretty hot. Just bear in mind you've got to have less characters, which this deck often doesn't because you build a bit of a war. You have a lot of characters. So sometimes this Black Rope is not live, and you also do need the life to then turn face up, which can be both. It can be awkward with your leader effect, right? Because if you flip that life face up and then don't heal, then you cannot make anything a blocker. And if your life is already face up because, you know, your opponent played around your life being face up or whatever, maybe you made a mistake, then you can't Black Rope because the life's already face up. It's super weird. Raygo's in here for boss monsters. You'll see in the game against Nami. Whitebeard was a bit of a nightmare. And because you can Raigo Killer, this isn't that bad. Right? You can go down to 1. Raigo Killer, you're back at 2. You're going to have a blocker because of your leader effect. So you're not in much risk. And I think this could also be good into Blackbeard. So I did put in a couple later on. You obviously can't search it off of anything, but you can draw it off of Barto. So maybe you'll find it. And the Kid gives you cycle late game as well, which is cool. In fact, the Kid cycle might come up in that Nami game. Wait till you see that one. I think I also forgot to mention the second effect of this 6-cost Kid, where you can flip a life face up to give a rested Don. What I like to do with this is just use it immediately on the bottom life to make sure that's face up. The rested Don's whatever, but that being face up means that it's your opponent can't play around this at all. Because if both your top and your bottom life are face up, it doesn't matter if they do their big swing first to try and deal the damage to make you take that life. That's fine. Your bottom life is still face up, so you can still redirect a smaller swing after the bigger swing. So I like to use this immediately if my opponent's threatening a bigger swing. And then just sort of forget about it. Leave the bottom life face down. It's fine. And then you can, in an emergency, use the effect to flip it face down. Or if you know you're taking the life after that anyway, you can flip the bottom one and then flip it back up to give another Don. It's just a little bit of value. That was a lot of talking. Let's get into some gameplay. You will see Kiku in these matches. I've cut the Kiku after these games. I was just drawing it too much. Kiku's a great card. It's an excellent card. But if you don't get it as a trigger, it sucks. You can't trash it with Barto. You can only trash it with this Kid. And that's super late game. And sometimes you don't play Kid. Sometimes you play Law. Or you just need to heal because your opponent's gone a bit crazy. So I was having issues with Kiku clogging up my hand. But yeah, either way, let's get into some games. But first, if you need a new deck box or binder, stop kidding around and head over to Sleeve Chief. This Sunday, 8 PM European time, they're going to have a restock of their new, or their old, Darkness binder that's been out of stock for ages. I love it. It's a great binder. And also this new green Oni deck box. There's also a matching deck box for the binder, if you prefer that design. But yeah, this is brand new design. They did it in red before. Now it's in green. What a treat. If you want either of these, head over to Sleeve Chief on Sunday, 8 PM European time. Code Marine for 5% off your order. Thank you to Sleeve Chief for sponsoring this video. Gonna go into Nami. Let's try second. ACOS Kid should be very, very good in this matchup. We've also got a 6 cost. Raging Tiger is a pretty annoying card, but I think we'll just keep. We've got a 1 cost to try and find something. Preferably Killer, but the other one's not too bad either. The Hawkins, because Hawkins is just a blocker that says Trash Alive. Oh, I've got both. Do I want to lengthen my game or shorten their game? I think shortening Nami's game seems good. This turn he's going to swing 8. No, 7 because of Girl. Whatever, same thing. Following turn it's going to be Nami, so I'm going to get burned. I'm going to hit twice. I can defend from the Nami swing. Maybe just block the Hawkins, to be honest. I feel like I like the Hawkins to Trash Alive. No. Yeah, I feel like I like the Hawkins on KO. Drizzy Drake. Toss hop back. Yeah, I'm not defending this. Oh, was that ever good? That might be good later for clearing Borsalinos, you know? That might be good later for clearing Borsalinos. And like this Hawkins on the board obviously doesn't do anything. But we just do this, get 1 card from leader, and then play the Hawkins. Now this will be a test. If we can compete with Nami, even if I lose this match because I've not got the experience with the deck, if we can make it like a close game, that'll be really interesting. And there's a Kiku there. That's not good because he's going to burn it. But it is what it is. Oh no, it is 7 because of the girl. Yeah, I'm going to block, resolve, and trash your life. Goodbye, stinky thriller bark shit. And yeah, I think what I'm going to want in this matchup is just kid. Law's decent too, but this 8-cost kid should just be incredibly powerful. We're not going to stall. We are going to pass. Incredible work. Well, I'm going to do the most incredible 5 of my life to get 1 card out of his hand from leader effect. I don't think he'll take this one. I think it'd be a little crazy. Yeah, we get a Kumacy. I think getting a 2k is always pretty good. Then we'll deploy this. End of turn. Use the card action. This is a blocker. Draw 2 trash run is fine. We don't need any more trick of this card. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. I was expecting Robin here. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. That is pretty unfortunate. I don't like that one. Sure. I mean, we can use it this turn to just trash both of these or KO both of these. But I'll just use the trigger. It's Kiku. We never need 2 of them. Why would you not swing the Nami? He doesn't have anything good to play off it. That's why you wouldn't swing the Nami. Okay, well, we're getting in a little bit of trouble here. That Rayleigh was not what I expected. It was a really good play. It just nullified our entire turn. And we actually don't have any heal options outside of Law. Do I have to play Law? Maybe. I might do. We can heal the Apu and get out of a ton of aggression at least. And possibly deal the damage because we get the Don. What do we do first? We heal first. We'll heal the Apu. The Don here. We don't really care about the triggers too much unless it's exactly Moria. He also could counter if he's not healing next turn. Although I would be very surprised if he's not healing next turn with either Moria or Blackbeard or something like that. you know. Then we're going to make this a blocker. Takes no trigger, what a treat. Let's make this a blocker. Robin, sure. It is one of the gang. Who'd have thought? I think what you do here is just swing leader. And don't swing anything else. No, I don't think that's correct. Yeah, because he can get one card out of us. Yeah, he gets one card out of us. That's a really bad draw, though. Fucking Kiki. We have a lot of bricks in hand, which is slightly sus. Yeah, if he swings 7/7 here, we can trash the Hawkins. Bit awkward. I mean, okay, good meme. You should have swung 7/7. That's just a blunder. Because this can give... I mean, this could give either or. Yeah, it could make... Couple of mistakes there from our opponent. He would have got one more card out of us. But honestly, I kind of need every bit of help I can get. I'll take it. Okay, we're playing Captain Kid. Am I playing a poo as well? The blocker might be handy this turn. If I play a poo and Luffy, I don't get the swing into leader, but we can swing 6 into Rayleigh instead, which is... It guarantees it gets a 1k, whereas the swing into leader just gets a brick. Is there ever a world where I play... There's not with 8 in hand. Not with 8 in hand. Could swing into it, and then if he triggers it, play out the event. No, I don't think so. Let me just leave it here. I'm going to swing 6 into the Rayleigh. If we leave him at 3, he actually can't Borsalino, which is something. So I don't hate continuing to attack this Rayleigh. I guess we're not leaving him at 3 anyway. I was probably supposed to attack there. Yeah, it's probably a blunder. It is what it is. Trashing a Moria trigger always feels good. That always feels good. Deploy this, end the turn. Draw one, trash one. Goodbye, Kiki. And then Kiku's a blocker, or the Kid's a blocker. That's a nice one to see there. That is a nice one to see there. Next turn, we're going to drop the Barto, ditch... Actually, I don't know if we are going to drop the Barto. Because we could, depending on what he does, we could Black Rope Dragon Twister. If he plays something else that's relevant, can like attack the Nami and then go Black Rope. We don't have any healers still. I know I passed over at least one killer early on. In the same search as the Hawkins. This Luffy should find a killer. And we can barter away the Black Rope. Just to get the cycle going. To try and dig towards more kids. And maybe even some heal cards. We've seen no Borsalino. I don't think we saw any in the searches either. Or in the search. Yeah, running on one search. Having this blocker is nice. This is a new gate. Makes sense. Yeah, I probably should have just swung that into leader and not worried about the fella. But it is what it is. 7. We're going to see 7, 8, 8. Another Kiku. Get this Kiku out of here, man. I don't want these in hand. Put these in life. Get these in life. Oh, this is 9? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We have to... I guess it kind of does because I can't just get out of this for one card. We need to find healers, really. This is too vulnerable to every removal ever. And then, yeah, can't swing the Robin. Okay, at least he realizes that. Yeah, this Black Rope is very bad now. I think we'll go with the Barto just to get rid of this. Okay, we draw a killer. That's nice. We can do at least that. Do want to play a Luffy as well. Can play Luffy, play killer, and then we can still swing actually pretty damn large. But he's going to start coming out with all the cancer soon. If this finds law, that'll be pretty good. Okay, it doesn't. Don't kid or killer. If I go with kid here, really vulnerable. We'd have one blocker, one life. He has 4 swings. I don't think it's an option. I think we just take another killer. But I don't think I want to play 2 of them. I think I'll just play 1 this turn. And then I'll probably make that the blocker. Yeah. If we go 999, we probably get 1 life, 3 cards, and a block. It's about the best we have, I think. It's damn Nuge, man. Nuge's a problem card. Maybe I need to play Rego for this. Rego would be like Giga Live right now. Okay, gives us 2k, 1k immediately. Should always just block this one. But if he doesn't, we get to keep everything face up and I'll make something else a blocker. Yeah. Maybe we should have kept this for the Rosas later on. I don't know, man. We're not going to have less characters anyway because our board's going to be full. Oh, it gives us all the cards. Okay. You first. Get this Kiku out of here. Not sure what's better to make a blocker there. Not sure. Oh, no. Not the new gate, man. This card's got to go. These swings are so good into us, man, when they keep chaining these. We probably needed to have Rego there. This can be... This nullifies this. We have to counter this one. We give up the X-Drake and the Hawkins. Hawkins being a blocker do anything? Maybe it does. Probably give up the Luffy. Take the freebie. 9. If I take this, we go down to 0. If I don't take this, our life is face up and our Captain Kid gets fucked. So we have to take this. He gets the draw card. Okay, he doesn't even swing the new gate. That's quite good for me, actually. But he's going to get to block a lot of these swings. What do we want to do here? This is just getting worse for us the longer it goes on with these damn new gates. Because we don't play Rego. If I had a Borsa, that'd be nice as well, just because it is a blocker. Okay. If I go killer plus... What's the odds he has a Borsa? There's no way you don't have a Borsa in hand if I swing 6 into this. There's no way you don't have a Borsa in hand. If we had a Borsalino, I think I could maybe just play 1 Borsalino and consider swinging with these. But because it's a killer, I think I need to play both killers. I'll get one of these Luffys out first. We may as well. Can't take you. I think I will take a kid. Obviously, no point swinging with anything. Use this. Draw one, trash one. There's a Borsa. I'll get rid of another Kiku. 18 cards left. He's at 22. Let's make this a blocker. More than happy to lose a killer. I think it's reasonably hard for him to go for lethal. Okay, he does the Robin. It's fine. We both have full boards. This is really silly. This is really, really silly. 6, we're going no blocker and counter. Yep, give up the X-Strike. I don't think I can ever play Law, so we'll give up the Apu. The X-Strike could come up into exactly a Marco. 8. If this swings, it swings into killer. Do these new gates swing? I think at least one of these should swing. I don't think leaving all of these active is necessary. Personally, can we get away with just playing one Borsalino? Probably. We have to put on some pressure this turn. And I think hope that one Borsalino is good enough. I'm going to go with the Bartolomeo to just ditch the kid and hopefully draw some more counter. That's 6 Don. It would leave us with 4. Can swing triple 7s and then leave these active if nothing blocks. Which will get quite a lot of value, I think. Let's ditch this kid. Okay, 2 2Ks is brilliant. We'd have drawn one of them anyway, but don't worry about it. And we'll go 7. This is such a silly game. This is such a silly game. And he's not even got into the Borsalino Galdino loop yet. Although, if he Borsalino Galdino, he doesn't have much pressure if he wants to leave these new gates up as well, which this guy does seem allergic to attacking with new gate. Let's go 7 again. There's 2 cards. Would he trash with the effect? Or Robin? Okay. He's giving me 6-2. 6-2 guys is not bad for Nami. They're usually on like 10. That Rayleigh early on was such a big swing. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. He wants us to swing these. If you like, I will swing them. I will absolutely swing them. We have to get pressure. Am I going to deck out? That would be very funny if I decked out. Let's toss up Hawkins. Maybe I should toss the Luffy. The Hawkins... No, I don't think the Hawkins effect's going to come up. Use this. I'm genuinely going to deck out, I think. I'm genuinely going to deck out. 8-6. We save this, I think. We save this. I want him to swing. If he wants to swing into a 6k rather than a 5k, that's fine. That is fine. Let's give this and this. I haven't got shit all to search through anyway. Is he going to play over this? That'd be funny. You got to play over the Nami, though. Okay, I think I'm going to let it go. I don't think I want to invest too heavily in protecting that killer. I think it's fine. Okay, we are swinging with these. I'll give 2 2Ks. Okay, we're swinging with everything. It's Borsalino Galdino then, isn't it? It's a fucking cancer combo. Or it's another Newgate. So he's all 10. Need to keep my big bodies. I mean, if he is like double Galdino as well, that's rough. But at least he has to lose 2 characters to play double Galdino. Double Borsalino. I see. Has to be double Borsalino, otherwise there'd be a Don here. Unless he's got some kind of crazy 10-Don play that I'm just not thinking of in Nami. Like, 10 cost Luffy? No, that only costs 9. You'd still put a Don in your leader. It has to be double Borsalino. But he's going to lose a Nami and a Robin. Which is awful. So fucking weird, man. This is so weird. We Kid, a Poo, swing 599. I think. We swing 6 because of Borsalino. Let's start with that. This 6 is actually... Oh, he's actually not got a Don in his leader either. So this is even more relevant that it's a 6. He has to counter this one, I think. I think he has to. Yeah, okay, he did have a 2K. There's never another line, I don't think. I think it's just swing, swing. Borsalino a Poo. We just don't get any... Oh, sorry. Kid a Poo. Just not progressing fast enough, man. This deck goes forever. Get it out of here, man. I'm sick of this Nami deck. Okay, takes that one. What trigger do we get? Oh, please let me Raging Tiger. Okay, it wasn't that. This one, I imagine he sacks a Borsalino unless he's going to try and go for lethal next turn, which is very possible. He's not confident because we could double heal still, which is very fair. But I'm going to go aggressive, trash his life. We get rid of a Zoro, doesn't really matter. We'll go with this. End of turn. Draw 1, trash 1. Bye, Borsalino. Bye, Captain Kid. Use the card action. You're a blocker. This is so stupid. I have 3 blockers and 2 lives. He has 5 swings. He can't go for lethal unless he has a way to get rid of these blockers, which Raging Tiger would be pretty damn good, but I cannot play around it at this point. We've exhausted too much block. Now Raging Tiger is bad. Block. Don't mind giving up my Borsalino. It's fine. I'm fully okay with it. Who's going to deck out first? Me or him? It's me because I have to draw 3 a turn. These fucking kid... This is not optional. This is not optional. Oh. Dying of Ebola. He could attack with the Borsalino, do a split and take out board if I don't take this. But I could die if I do take this, because he can just Zeus this. So no, we have to counter. We have to counter with the Cavendish. Because otherwise Zeus is lethal. It's the marker. Oh, not the marker. Not that marker, bro. Okay, we can double heal. I'm genuinely just gonna deck out. This is genuinely very, very funny. Okay, we probably don't double heal. If we just boss, right? We just boss. We have 5 more Dons. What's the best split I can do? Can we swing all 9s? We can swing a bunch of 9s. If he blocks with this Marco, he gets closer to decking out. Haha, now you're going to deck out. 9. Genuinely, I'm going to lose to deck out, I think, here. But this is very, very funny. So this game is 100% making the video. Even if I fucking giga lose to a Raging Tiger Tree. Oh, not the Moria, bro. Get this shit out of here, dude. Here comes Zoro. Yeah. Heal. Woo! Healy wheelie. 9. There's no point swinging this because he has Newgate. Oh, this is so stupid, dude. We can't go any longer because of deck out rules, so do I keep this kid and go for lethal? Probably. Just toss the Bonnie. It's actually relevant. We have 3 blockers. We have 1 Don open for nothing, but, you know, he doesn't know it. 6 in deck to 8 in deck. Girl, that can't be a good play. Don't really get that one. 10. Where? Life. We going for lethal? What we got? We ain't got lethal. I'll take this and not use the trigger. Swings everything. We've got enough blockers. No trigger. Do you want to draw a card? He does. It's hilarious that this is relevant that he's drawing a card there. $10 there. We got a 2k and a life. What a treat. Do you want to swing your blockers? Swing the Newgates. Do it. No, he doesn't want to. I mean, we have to. What the fuck am I doing, man? What am I doing in my life, man? What am I doing with my life? Actually just gonna lose to deck out. We've got 1 more turn, I think, before we just giga die. We eat a Borsalino here. No, we eat a life. Incredible. What is it? Oh, it's a Moria! What a treat! What a treat! Why is this not Marco? I don't know why that's not Marco. I will play over my captain kid, so I draw 1 less. Goodbye, life. Kumasi last life. Incredible. End of turn. Draw 1. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I can't make a block. I'll probably lose because I can't make a blocker. That's hilarious. Yeah, we definitely do lose. I can't make a blocker. If I could have made 1 more blocker, we'd have 3. We could go block, 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 take, take. We die anyway. We die anyway. It doesn't matter. The trigger on the Kiku might actually have been what got him there if I'd been able to make a blocker, but I can't, so it doesn't really matter. We're giga dead here. We're giga dead. Yeah. What is this? Can we make him deck out? We can't make him deck out. No. No. It's Jova. Come on, bro. You could have just swung out. What a fucking stupid game, bro. This matchup has to be winnable, though. If you don't deck out. 3 left in deck. Genuinely, I lose at the end of next turn. Because of these kid effects. GG. What a marathon. Nami too powerful. If he didn't get the Moria trigger that brought out the Zoro, we'd have had a better, but he had to lose the Borsalino. Although the next one would have just brought out the Zoro, so it doesn't matter. This text never dies. Yeah, honestly, the turn I think where the game swung the most was the Rayleigh to remove our kid. So we just didn't have a 6 Don turn after that, and we were super low on life. Because I was counting on that kid effect, getting us out of some swings. But I didn't think about Rayleigh. And I probably should have done. Although I don't really think I had agency to counter any of those early swings anyway, because they were all 7s, which is kind of awkward. I didn't have a 2k in my opening hand, I think. I don't know, man. It's genuinely been half an hour since I started this game. What a marathon. Got to give him to Luffy. He's yoinked our second, unfortunately. I've got killers, but nothing else. I don't actually think I like killer that much in this matchup. Let's go with the... Wow, that's a dog shit hand. Let's go with the Barto. We shouldn't need this. They don't tend to play removal. Hawkins is good. I like the Hawkins. And we're not going to swing with that. Okay, he taps out. We can do a 5-5 here. Be a bit cheeky. Which is nice. For a draw searcher, I think I'm still going to tap out with the 5-5. He gets a 6 drop. There's probably like room to starve this deck as well. Because we have all the life trash stuff. Is there room to... Maybe there's room to starve this. If he takes twice, though, and then we trash another one, he's really low already. We need to build a board to break through him anyway, so... I don't know that that's... Maybe starving is the best way to go. Not sure. I'm going to try with a 5-5. He's always going to take this swing. I mean, if he counters this, I'll just pass. Yeah, I didn't think so. He should take both. He should take this as well. Yeah, I think that's a mistake. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do feel like taking that is probably the way to go. So we're going to play one Hawkins, and then we're sort of just looking to try and see as many big characters as possible. Yeah, you got it. We want to see kids. We want to see laws, especially kids. But yeah, that is perfect. That is a kid. That's what I'm looking for. Go to the Laboon. Protect against Dragon Twister. I respect it a lot. We'll swing 5 into Garp, because we can't swing at lead anyway. Then we'll just play out the Hawkins. Now, do I want to make you a blocker immediately? I think the answer is no, because I want to take a life. Let's try and find something to do. Yes. No. This hand is full of 2Ks and no good characters. Like, I can play Kiku next turn, but I'm not excited to, you know. It's not exciting. Let's take once more. That's not useful. Okay, I guess we are playing Kiku. That's okay. Can we put on any pressure here? If I don't play Kiku, we could go 7, 10. 7, he can go bang, bang, and then he has to take the 10. But I'm not excited to give him cards. Although if we put him down to 1 here, and then block with the... Put him down to 2, Hawkins block puts him down to 1, and then Kid just fucks it. That's the last life. Don't hate it. Having the Kiku on board, though, is strong. What's better, just swinging or playing it out? Actually, I think I like just swinging. Because we're going to defend up this turn. This is going to block the DA. The 2K, sure. I've got too many of those. This is going to block the DA. What's he getting off guard? Okay. It's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good play this turn. Yeah, and he's got the Laboon, so we can never Dragon Black Rope. He's played this smartly. 6. Can't just pass here, right? I'll commit to countering this. He's not going to want to attach Dons. Yeah, it's fine. We give up an extra 1k, but if I don't block that there, he 100% just leaves this active. So we'll give up a Poo and a Drake, I guess. Right, I still can't make a blocker. We might not need a blocker. Because we're going to trash his last life. And because I want this to be active. Maybe I made a mistake here. So he can 7-cost Luffy this. If I play it. Maybe I was supposed to take that one. No, I think I should have taken the 6 and just gambled on him swinging, because we can always use the Hawkins as a blocker later. Yeah, I should have taken the... I don't know. I don't think there's any completely correct answer there. But it is what it is. It's trash a Kikunojo. We're not at any risk of dying, because we have 1,000 Borsalinos and killers in the deck. Not in the hand. Yeah, there's this. This is my mistake. I was probably supposed to take the 6. This probably won't have rush. No, this can't have rush. We 2k this with an Apu. No, with an NikoStrike. We're never going to have. We could go to 0. Yeah, you can't attach these dons. Can I just swing 15? $2k1, 2k, 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 1k. We can save this. We just win, surely. Yeah, Charleston's a thing. I think I definitely made a mistake in that last turn somewhere. But it is what it is. We get to keep this at least. So if if we swing 9, you can do 1 Don plus Charleston. You can do 9, 11 here. Is pretty reasonable and still killer. And then make this a blocker again. Yeah, I think that is... Well, what if we just go 19, right? 19 has to be lethal, because he can use 1 Don, go to 7, Charleston, go to 9. Sorry, go to 11. And then he's got to have 2, 2, 2. It's lethal. I refuse to believe it's not lethal. Because you can't go back to the Don step. He's got to have quad 2s and a 1. Yeah, it's GG. I actually didn't realise at the time this is actually not GG. I said GG and thought he didn't have enough counter, but he can use the second Charleston, trash either the Loon or the Shanks, got a 15. Use the third Charleston, he doesn't have to trash anything. To just go to 19, and then has exact counter with the Usopp to go to 20. And then my swing from leader, he has the Dons open, so it's fine. If I'd swung first with the leader, he'd have to counter with the Usopp to have that exact scenario pan out. So I should have swung 5 with the leader first. So I should have swung with the 5 first, and if he made a mistake by either using a Don or using a Charleston, I would have won. But as it stood, I would have lost this game 100% on the clapback. He just needs to swing big enough with the 6-cost Luffy that the hit's guaranteed to go through, and then he's got 3 more swings to deal 2 damage. There is no way I can win from there. And I can't even make a blocker because the life's still down face up. So potentially I kind of threw this game. I think if I went with like a killer, we swing fairly big. Maybe not quite go all in, but then play the killer, heal, and then restand the leader so that it's a blocker again. Then we don't die because we have 4 lives and he has max 5 damage and have a blocker. And then we have another shot to go at it next time. If I'd put like 6 Don on and swung 5-15, we get the Usopp, we probably get the Don, and then we get, what, 2 Charlestons, goes to 9, goes to 13. Now he has to use all the Charlestons. He still has to use all the Charlestons, so then we should win next turn. Because I'll have 3 guys, he can have like max 1 blocker, no life, and he'll have 1k in hand. And that's like absolute best case scenario for him. So I jumped the gun here. This was a mistake. I would have lost this game if my opponent did some basic maths. We got a bit jammy, but yeah, you know for next time, if I'd have just played it safe, played the killer, gone one more turn, we're absolutely fine. There is no danger at all. Yeah, GG's to our opponent, but yeah, very close. And although I do think the life trash is pretty good into RG. Coming into Luffy, I'm going to take second. Hawkins is nice. I don't know if this is going to be the Giga aggro build or the more balanced build. I think the balanced build is going to be better. Is this hand good enough? We have Law for 8. We're missing a 6. We have 1 Searcher. I think this is playable. He opens with the boat, which is excellent. Yeah, I think this is playable, because this can always find us another Searcher if we don't get a 6 off of this. I'm interested to see how we do into this deck. This is going to be very, very aggressive. Sanji, good play. Okay, that is not what I wanted to see. I feel like this Kiku needs to come out of the deck, actually. Wow, that is dog shit. This isn't too bad, though. Okay. This only takes characters. This image is wrong. It can only take lore. Yeah. That's not great. That's not great. I think I'm going to take Kiku out. The trigger's good, but I hate drawing this card, man. I hate drawing this card. And I seem to draw it all the time. Doesn't go with the Sanji this turn. Interesting. Grab Sorrow. And yeah, I think I might take that one. Another Law. Okay. I mean, the Law plus a Poo combo is going to be good later. I think I want to starve. I don't want to make this a blocker. I think I want to starve. Okay. If I take this swings for 7. If I don't, this swings for 5. It doesn't really matter because I only have 2Ks anyway. So let's just counter. And then we'll take whatever swings next. Sure. Okay, okay. I'm going to toss one of these laws. Okay, Killer's pretty good here. Yeah, I think we go Killer Pirate King, and we'll attack into this Sorrow. I am well aware he will just summon something else, but I'm committing to the starve. Yep, sure, Sanji. I want to try, see if this is the best way to play this matchup. And then a Poo or the Search. I think getting the Search event out of hand could be good. I mean, from those, it's a 2k, a Killer, and a Poo. I think I'll just take another Killer. We do have these laws, though. All of these are good options, actually. Yeah, this Kiku's got to go, man. This Kiku's got to go. This card is not good. In the deck, I'm convinced. There's a Bonnie. What are we finding? Sure, I don't play events. That's just a 2k. Jinbei. Weak turn for our opponent. Good stuff. But he's still going to have a fairly large hand. I think I'm happy to block the Hawkins, because these are going to be very easy to take out. Assume the Dons go here. This is going to be what? This could be triple sixes. It could be 5-7. Obviously can't use the trigger. 6. Yeah, I'm going to block and resolve. Trash of life. Then we'll 2k this one. The Cavendish. Okay. So I'm going to lure here. We can lure and a poo. Swing 6 into this. Deploy this. Put this fella in life. Don here. Swing 6 here. He still has this blocker. If he blocks, I'm still threatening a 3. Yeah, we should have swung everything into this first. I kind of forgot this had blocker. I was swinging into the other Sanji first, so that he didn't have the extra card. But yeah, it's fine. Cope. Let's use the card action, make this a blocker. Not too worried if he takes out my killer. I do not want him to take out my lore. This could be some kind of Luffy. It's crazy that we've starved as well, and he's still got 8 fucking cards in hand. Everything draws 1. Everything he plays draws 1. Maybe you can't starve. That's always pretty reasonable. Yeah, I can swing into the killer and clear that. 8, 9. You can swing 9 into it again with leader. Ooh, that's gross. And this swings... Everything swings so big. This fucking Kiku's in hand, man. Oh my days, go away. Oh, I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to be playing this matchup. Oh, Kiku's in hand, though, is so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. It's actually so unfortunate. 4 Kikus, bro. There's no way to get this out of hand because I don't have 8 cost kid still. Not that I think I'd have played it that turn, but yeah, I'm going to cut these for something else after this game. Second Zoro is solid. This can't attack, or this second one can't attack if I don't block with this. But I mean, I literally have 0k, which is crazy, man. I think now's a fine time to block there. Okay, we got a poo. It's something at least. It's 2 dot open. I know they play Gum Gum Sumo Slap. Or, yeah, I think that's what it's called. He could have just been leaving these open to swing with Jimbo if I blocked, though. But I don't know why I would ever block. Do we actually need to heal this turn? Potentially not. Can I go 11 to Zoro again and see what happens? Okay. We know he still has that Frankie, right? Yeah, he still has that Frankie. Can we afford to not heal right now? If I can get rid of this, then, like, yeah. $12 to 9, I think, probably clears. Okay. Well, the starve is getting there. Let's take a 2k. Don't really want the kid. Make this a blocker. I'm not that arsed if this killer dies. This killer's done a great job. And he's running out of cards. Okay, he's got another really good one, though. The Luffy does screw over our lore. Hopefully he doesn't have any way to pop that in his hand. Otherwise, then we're in actually big trouble. Sure. These are all just so big. We literally can't counter any of them. I found every brick. Holy shit, Batman. Honestly, no trigger. So many bricks. So many bricks. We have to hope he's whiffing on counter now. That's all there is to it. So we got 4 for that. We got 6 mil done. We can go 9-11 or we can go 10-10. I think we just hope he doesn't have 2Ks. Let's go 10-10. Oh, he has 2 1Ks. You're a blocker, Harry. What's the top deck? Is the top deck something that's going to help him win the game? We only have 6k counter in hand with 11 cards, which is so stupid, but... 15 leader. 15 leader. They can't unblockable me now. Okay, I get it. I get it. I respect it a lot. We need to heal again. And I don't have one other than Law. But Law's fine. Law's fine. So we'll go 5 with a Searcher. Law and a poo in life. Don here. 6 with Leader. 6 with Killer. Nine with Lore. End of turn. Use the card action. Make this a blocker. I mean, we make the bigger thing a blocker, right? We win next turn anyway. The Starve eventually got there. But holy Kikunojo, Batman. Sanji. Does he have a Luffy? No, a Jimbo. Okay, I mean, he gets 3 of those done back anyway, so this is somewhat non-committal. Does he have anything to play off the Jimbo? Not really, by the looks of it. Yeah, this is like a 2-Don hand neutral play, and it also gives him an extra swing. Although the swing isn't very useful because a Pooh is here. Yeah. If we didn't draw 4 Kikunojos, this game would have been so much easier. Okay, another Sanji. Why are we doing this? He must have drawn this off the Jinbei, but like I don't think this is the right outcome. No blocker, 2k here. Give up. Doesn't matter. Oh, why is my face so big? He has 1, 2, 3 swings. 1, 2. We've got to counter 1 more swing. So we have to counter this and the next swing. That's fine. No blocker. Pooh. Why is my face so big? No blocker. X-Strike. Then we block 1 and take 1. Sure. Sure. No need. And then, yeah, I'm sorry, my face is very large at the minute. It is what it is. Let's go. 9. Where's the zoom? Ah, there we go. We did it, Reddit. We did it, Reddit. And he lost. That was a stressful game, man. How they draw 4 Kikunojos in a row. Yeah, what a game, man. What a game. Well played to Pillboot. I think he played really well. I do think Starving is the best one. Okay, so let's talk about the deck. I think this deck's good. I haven't tested into an L yet, but that Nami match felt super playable. I'm sure I was making mistakes, and if I'd had the Ragos instead of the Kikus, I mean, if I'd have drawn the Ragos, obviously, it'd have been much better. And also just having a little bit more counter might have helped. I can't quite remember whenever I had the Kikus. That game was a fucking marathon. But yeah, Rago should help into Nami a little bit, as well as if I played a bit better, potentially. But yeah, the Kiku's great when you get it as a trigger, and having 8 of them with Killer makes it semi-likely that it'll come out. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was just clogging up my hand, and I've already got a good amount of supernova bricks. So I was like, let's just try 2 more bricks. We'll add 2 more counter cards. I think I had an extra Poo and an extra Barto from the list I had in those games. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. It might have been an extra Hawkins, actually. I can't quite remember. But regardless, this is the list that I sort of settled on afterwards, after sort of pondering on the list I played in the games. Other cards you could look to include, like I said at the start, you can include 2-cost Bedge. It sort of fills the same role as a Poo. You don't have a ton of board space, as you've seen in some of these games. But if you did put in the Bedge, I'd probably then cut the Bonnie, or at least reduce the Bonnie to increase either the X-Drake or the Cavendish. And there is one more 2k you could look to play, is this Law. It's a nice trigger body. It's fine. It's not going to help you into an L, because you'll get Mama killed anyway. It's not going to help you into Nami, because it's a 5k body. So, I don't know how good this card actually is. I'm not sure. I think the other 2Ks all offer more utility. At least for now. If you did have this Bedge, maybe there's more room to put in the Law. Definitely something to consider. This Arouge is also something to consider. I'd probably not include more than like 2. But if you want an extra 6-drop to have alongside your Captain Kid, it's an option. It's a good card. It can combine with Captain Kid pretty well to give you 2 free Dons every turn. And it does have Rush, which is interesting. I saw someone playing this Law. This Law sleeve is shit. I don't like this Law. But it is the only power down that we have as an option. So, again, it's an option. And there's also Slam Gibson that I know a lot of people will probably ask me about. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not sure what I'm targeting with this. Because you can't target 10 costs. If you could target 10 costs, I'd be all over it. Get rid of Whitebeard, get rid of Blackbeard feels insane. But 9 costs, like, I don't know. In an L, obviously, you can get rid of, like, a Reiju, but you're still healing them, which I don't know if that's worth 6 Don to get rid of their Reiju. In Nami, you can heal them a Moria or a Teach and give them a Moria or a Teach trigger. Which, I mean, maybe it's better than being on the board, but those triggers are pretty damn good. So, I'm not convinced. Into Blackbeard, again, you can heal Shiryu or Teach. Like, I don't want to heal any of those cards. They're gross triggers. Maybe healing the Teach is worth. And you give them more time. You give them more time. I can see this being reasonable into Lucy. Stick all their Sabos at the bottom. Seems pretty obnoxious. So I could see this being strong into Lucy. What else is relevant? Into GU, this isn't doing anything. You can, like, Giga Starve and heal a Boa, I guess. But is there any matchups I'm forgetting? Let me know in the comments if there's something I'm forgetting that this card's really good into. I guess Mihawk. Into Mihawk, that's probably where this is the best for getting rid of that 9-cost Mihawk. Denying that seems quite relevant. And then maybe you can follow that up by, like, Raygoing the Lawpo. That could be pretty good. But yeah, not sure. Let me know if there's something I'm missing. I'm thinking maybe this could be pretty good into Mihawk, though. So if that is a tough matchup that becomes really popular, yeah, the Slam Gibson, definitely an option. Wiper's another option if you want for GU Luffy, but I think the X-Drake Starve strategy plus Black Rope should probably be enough to make that matchup competitive, but I haven't really had a good chance to test it. I played into one and he played terribly. Really terribly. So I didn't include that game for obvious reasons. I think it's enough. If there's any other cards that you want my opinion on, or you think that I've just forgotten that you want to write me about trying this deck, let me know. I'll probably have another kid video in a few weeks once these are closer to coming out in the West. Because I do really like this deck. I think it's a really interesting yellow deck. It heals fucking forever, just like every other yellow deck can. But with the life trash mechanics, that's pretty interesting. And the block and redirect is really fun. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.